My child, before you scroll away, pause for just 1 minute. Not because this message promises instant answers, but because one quiet moment of reflection can sometimes change the direction of an entire day. Life moves quickly. We rush from one responsibility to another, carrying worries that seem heavier with every passing hour. We often believe that if nothing has changed yet, nothing ever will. But hope has a way of appearing when we least expect it. Maybe today has been difficult. Perhaps you woke up feeling exhausted before the day even began. Maybe your heart has been carrying questions that no one around you can answer. You smile in front of people, yet deep inside you are wondering if things will ever become better. If that describes you, then let this message remind you of something important. Your present situation does not have to define your future. There are moments when it feels as though every door has closed, plans fall apart, friendships change, opportunities disappear. Dreams seem farther away than ever before. During those moments, it is easy to believe that life has forgotten you. But sometimes what feels like a closed door is simply a pause before a new path becomes visible. Think about a seed buried beneath the ground. From the outside, nothing appears to be happening. Days pass, rain falls, the soil remains quiet. Yet beneath the surface, unseen growth is taking place. The roots are becoming stronger before the plant ever reaches the sunlight. Our lives often work the same way. Growth is not always visible. Strength is not always loud. The greatest changes frequently begin when no one else can see them. If you have been praying for direction, continue taking small steps forward. If you have been waiting for healing, continue caring for your heart. If you have been searching for purpose, continue learning and growing. Every faithful step matters, even when progress feels slow. Many people give up only because they cannot see what is happening behind the scenes. They mistake silence for absence. They mistake waiting for failure. Yet waiting is not always wasted time. Sometimes waiting teaches patience, sometimes it reveals new opportunities, sometimes it prepares us to handle blessings that we were not ready to receive before. Look back over your own life. There were probably moments that once felt impossible, but eventually became memories. Challenges that seemed endless finally passed. Worries that kept you awake at night slowly disappeared. What carried you through those seasons? Perhaps it was courage you didn't know you had. Perhaps it was the kindness of someone who encouraged you. Perhaps it was hope that refused to disappear completely. That same hope is still available today. You are stronger than your fears suggest. You are more capable than your doubts tell you. And your story is far from over. One of the greatest mistakes we make is comparing our journey to someone else's. Social media often shows victories but hides struggles. We see people celebrating success without seeing the years of hard work, disappointment, sacrifice, and perseverance that came first. Your timeline is unique. Your journey is unique. Do not allow comparison to steal the joy of your own progress. Instead of asking, "Why is someone else ahead of me?" ask yourself, what lesson can I learn today that will help me tomorrow? Every day offers a new opportunity to become wiser, kinder, and stronger. Sometimes the greatest miracle is not an overnight change in circumstances. Sometimes the greatest miracle is becoming the kind of person who refuses to quit despite difficult circumstances. There is incredible power in persistence. One more prayer, one more attempt, one more application, one more conversation, one more day of believing that better things are still possible. Never underestimate what can happen because you chose not to give up. Take a moment right now and breathe deeply. Release yesterday's disappointments. Release tomorrow's worries. Focus on this present moment. This moment is where new decisions begin. This moment is where peace can quietly enter your heart. You cannot rewrite the past, but you can write today's chapter with wisdom. Maybe you have made mistakes. Everyone has. Maybe you have trusted the wrong people. Many have. Maybe you regret decisions that cannot be changed. Regret can teach valuable lessons, but it should never become a prison that keeps you from moving forward. Learn, grow, forgive yourself. Keep walking. The future is not built by perfect people. It is built by people who continue moving forward after failure. As you continue listening, remember this simple truth. Even when you cannot see the entire path, you can still take the next faithful step. And sometimes that next step becomes the beginning of everything you have been hoping for. So don't ignore this moment. Don't allow fear to make today's opportunity look ordinary. Choose hope, choose patience, choose courage, because your next chapter has not yet been written, and it may become the most meaningful chapter of your entire life. The next step often feels the hardest because it requires faith before certainty. We naturally want guarantees before we move forward, but life rarely works that way. Many of the greatest opportunities begin with a single decision to keep going, even when the destination is still unclear. If your heart has been weighed down by disappointment, do not allow one difficult season to convince you that every season will be the same. Storms eventually pass. Winter eventually gives way to spring. Every chapter has an ending, including the painful ones. There may be people who underestimated you. They looked at your current situation and assumed they knew your future. They judged your struggles without understanding your strength. But another person's opinion does not determine your destiny. Their doubts cannot cancel the purpose that still lives inside you. Instead of spending your energy proving people wrong, spend your energy becoming the person you were created to be. Quiet growth is often stronger than loud success. Let your actions speak louder than your explanations. Sometimes life removes certain people from our journey, not to punish us, but to create space for healthier relationships. Not everyone who walks beside you is meant to stay forever. Some people are lessons, others are blessings. Both have value if you choose to learn from them. If you have experienced betrayal, choose wisdom instead of bitterness. If you have experienced failure, choose learning instead of shame. If you have experienced loss, choose hope instead of despair. Every difficult experience can become a teacher if your heart remains open. There is also great power in gratitude. Even on difficult days, there is usually something worth appreciating. A new sunrise, a caring friend, a meal on the table, the ability to begin again. Gratitude does not ignore pain, it simply refuses to let pain become the only thing we see. Do not let fear steal today's opportunities. Fear often whispers that you are not ready, not talented enough, not experienced enough, or not worthy enough, but growth does not begin after confidence appears. Confidence often grows after you take the first courageous step. Think about every successful person you admire. None of them reached their goals without setbacks. They faced rejection, uncertainty, criticism, and moments when quitting seemed easier than continuing. What made the difference was not perfection. It was perseverance. Your journey may be slower than you expected, but slow progress is still progress. Every lesson you learn today becomes part of the foundation you will stand on tomorrow. When you feel overwhelmed, avoid trying to solve your entire future in one day. Focus on the next right step. One wise decision leads to another. One act of kindness leads to another. One day of discipline becomes 1 week, then 1 month, and eventually a completely different life. Peace also comes from learning to release what you cannot control. You cannot control every opinion, every delay, or every unexpected challenge, but you can control your attitude, your choices, your integrity, and your willingness to keep moving forward. Never believe that your best days are already behind you. Some of life's greatest blessings arrive later than expected. The waiting season can prepare you for opportunities that would have overwhelmed you if they had arrived too soon. Right now, take another deep breath. Let hope rise again. Let courage replace fear. Let patience replace frustration. Every sunrise is another reminder that new beginnings are always possible. Keep your heart open. Keep your mind focused. Keep moving one step at a time. The story is still unfolding, and the next chapter may surprise you in ways you never imagined.